For any of you that are thinking about, getting veneers, replacing broken, or even just fixing your teeth to get the look that you want, my wife actually went through this entire process of getting veneers on her top 4 teeth just a few weeks ago. So I thought, why not put the video out there on YouTube so that for those of you that are thinking about it or wondering how it works, you can see the entire process from start to finish to see exactly how putting on veneers works. So in this video, you're gonna see my wife's full reaction, the step-by-step process with Dr. Leishman, the dentist here in Utah that did her veneers. And he did a great job. He does a lot of these. He's been doing this for a long time. And he does take out-of-state clients. So I mean, if you are from out of state, if you're not from Utah, interested in doing veneers, he does it for people from California, from all over the place. But it's definitely something that really changed my wife's whole perspective of herself, of her confidence. She didn't have bad teeth to begin with. You're gonna see it in the video. But she just wasn't comfortable with the way that her smile looked. When she looked at herself in photos, she was self-conscious. She didn't like the way that her teeth were shaped and her gum line. And Dr. Leishman was able to fix all of that. So here's the video that I made for her, for Dr. Leishman, to show you the entire process of getting veneers.
My name is Taylor and I love my teeth. So I had braces for as long as I can remember. I had my first set in 3rd grade, then had another set in 7th grade. And I just was never happy with my teeth, even after whitening and straightening them. I hated my gum line. They were uneven, so it always made my teeth look not straight. My bottom teeth were a little bit different in the way that they slanted, so my top and my bottom teeth looked a little bit off because they slanted differently. So I knew what veneers were. I knew that they were fake teeth and they shaved your normal teeth down and then put a fake nice one on, but I never thought that veneers were for me because I didn't have bad teeth. I had very strong, healthy teeth. I never had cavities, so I didn't think that that was a possibility for me, nor did I think that I would want to ruin my normal, healthy teeth and put fake ones on. What made me nervous about getting veneers is I couldn't find any research on exactly what the procedure was. I never found an honest opinion about what they were. Everybody was sponsored ads, and so they loved them, and they didn't walk you through the entire process, so I didn't know exactly what I was doing. All I knew is that my teeth were getting shaved. That was the most scary part because you can never go back from that. And so I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know what a temporary meant. I didn't know how long I was going to be in that, and then how long it took for the whole entire process to be done. I decided to get veneers after talking to Dr. Leishman after one of my routine cleanings. He asked me what I liked about my teeth and what I wish I could change. And he explained that I could finally have the gum line that I always wanted, that it would always be even. He explained that I could have my teeth be symmetrical and perfect, but the biggest thing for me was changing my gum line, so I didn't know that that was even a possibility. So when he told me that, I was very, very intrigued by the whole process. So like I said, I already had braces, I had my teeth whitened, straightened, so he explained that even minor changes that I wouldn't be able to tell when he was showing me in the mold would make a big difference in my smile, and I would see a drastic change in the way that my confidence was and how I presented myself.
Yeah, where the broken one is, yes, it'll wrap around this incisal edge a little bit. Okay. So what we do is we make these out of wax.
Why are these painted?
Those are wax.
The fake veneers?
Yeah, these are what we're just made out of wax. So we call it wax up. So this gives us, you can see that we lengthen those just a little bit.
The first step of getting veneers was taking a clay mold of my current teeth. After taking the mold, Dr. Leishman was able to design my veneers perfectly, the way that he wanted them to be.
And you're painting or making the wax?
Yeah, we put the wax on there and just carve it back with little instruments.
And then they put the porcelain in there?
So this is strictly for us to make it temporary.
Oh.
So now you can see how this is an impression of that.
Mm-hmm.
So now you can imagine if I prepped your teeth and they're, say, 0.3 of a millimeter smaller. That means there's going to be a space, when I slide this on there, there's going to be a space between that and the tooth.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take some temporary material. I'm gonna fill this up with temporary material, and I'm gonna slide it on your teeth, just like that.
Okay.
The excess is gonna come out those little relief holes, and we'll let it sit there for about a minute. And then when I take it off, I'm gonna lift that forward and lift it off, and you're gonna have temporaries sitting on there that are the same shape as the wax up.
Gotcha.
It's gonna be about that thick. And then what we do, there'll be excess along the edge here. We just polish those, so that you have a nice polish. And it's the widest we can go is B1.
So the next step in getting veneers was getting a temporary in, and what that meant was Dr. Leishman was going to shave a fraction of a millimeter off of the side of my teeth and off the front of my teeth.
The depth we want, and I'm creating them all a uniform.
So after Dr. Leishman shaved my teeth, he used the design that he created to create temporary teeth to hold my teeth in place while my final veneers were being made.
So this material I'm putting around a tooth is very viscous, and it's going to get a very accurate impression. Because it's so viscous and flowable, it's easily distortable. I want you to go ahead and just bite down all the way close. Bite all the way to those back teeth hit. So that is where the end of your prep is, and then this is tooth, and that just makes sure that everything is just dead on accurate.
Oh wow, your teeth are back.
Yep, just like magic.
So the temporaries are not the
crazy.
final veneers. They look very similar to what the final veneers will look like, although it's in one big piece.
Hey, you have normal teeth again.
And then just like everything else, as you have it in there, it's going to smooth up a little bit
The
more.
temporary teeth are only there for a couple weeks while the final veneers are being made. So things you have to know about the temporaries is you can only eat things with a fork and a knife. You can't pull and bite like a hamburger or a wrap or a sandwich because it will pull your teeth off. The temporary is in one big piece across the front, so I did my front 4, so all 4 were connected. You can't floss for the few weeks. They were rough. They didn't feel like normal teeth, and they were a little bit thicker than normal teeth. It kind of felt like a thin mouth guard in your mouth. So I was a little bit nervous that my veneers were going to look exactly like my temporaries, but Dr. Leishman assured me that my veneers would look way better than my temporaries. Sometimes I couldn't come in during normal hours, so Dr. Leishman came in after hours in his favorite t-shirt and jeans.
These temporaries have absolutely nothing to do with how the permanent ones are going to look. Matter of fact,
So like if there's like a dent or a jagged.
because let's say I didn't send you in for a custom shade, Phil would never even know what your temporaries look like.
Gotcha.
He's never going to see this. He'll see when you come in for a shade, but he's only going to see the model work and how we want them to be. Like I said, the temporary is just a bookmark. Because we don't want you to walk around like you look like.
Yeah.
And we've got to be able to easily get back to that place. Because if we have something in that's bonded to the tooth, then we have to prep it all off again. Well, what if that's
Although
not
I was
exactly
pretty
what
happy with my
this is at?
temporaries, there was just a few
So,
flaws
these are
that
just basic-
happened with them being made and then getting them put in. So some of the flaws that I saw in the temporaries was I had a little bit of an indent in between my teeth that kind of made one tooth look a little bit thicker than the other, and I didn't like that. I thought that that's how my veneers were going to be made, and that one tooth was going to look way thicker than the other. After a few weeks of temporaries, I was really, really excited to get my veneers put on. So the first thing that happened when I showed up to Dr. Leishman's office is I got a few shots to help numb the pain because he had removed the enamel from my teeth, which was protecting those nerves. So I was going to feel some sensitivity, so he helped numb the pain with giving me some shots. And then he popped off my temporary.
There we go. That's all we wanted.
Popped in my veneers, and the process was super easy, super quick. It only took a few minutes, and then I was done. And I loved him. He showed me a mirror, and I couldn't stop smiling. And it was the biggest smile I've ever had on my face.
I think they turned out great. I love our embrasures. They're there to give it the feminine look, but they're not too rounded to where they look Our contour, our height of our this gum tissue and something like this stuff, but our heights are great. That redness is going to go away. And I love that he does such a great job when we're talking of creating this area here. See how that's not just a flat line? It's not a flat line. It's not a flat line. And what you see, what gives it a really good natural look, is it's flat right along here, and then it rounds again. It's flat right along it. That gives it a very natural.
Dr. Leishman did everything that he said he was going to do. He said that he was going to change my teeth so that I would be more confident. He told me I'd change my gum line and I'd finally have an even gum line, and for the first time in my life, I have a smile that I love. So I love Dr. Leishman because he is personable. He cares about your opinions and your concerns and your thoughts. He didn't just create teeth. He told me exactly what he was doing and then asked what I wanted to see in my teeth. He was totally open to communication. I texted him when I had any concerns or complaints or any issues, and he was very kind to respond. He was very happy to help me in my veneer process, and he was a great person to create the smile that I love today.
All right, guys, I hope you liked that video. If you want to learn more about how-tos, how things work, tutorials here on the Learn How channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button because I've got some more videos coming out for you guys. And leave me a comment, let me know what other types of videos you're interested in, or even if you have questions about veneers, drop a comment in this video. I can talk to my wife. We'd be happy to answer whatever questions you might have about the entire process from start to finish. All right, guys, thanks for stopping by. Once again, I'm Andy. You're watching Learn How. We'll see you in the next video.